Department of Economics, Government College for Men, Kurnool, a constituent college of Cluster University, Kurnool, welcomes you to another educational video lesson on Production Possibility Curve. This is Dr. K.G. Mallikarjuna, lecturer in economics. Before going to understand what the production possibility curve is, we should make ourselves familiar with various assumptions on which the production possibility curve depends. The first important assumption of production possibility curve is that there should be only one country. While explaining the production possibility curve, we should limit ourselves to only one country. The country has limited resources. The resources are completely constant. There should not be any change, any increase or any decrease of the resources. Technical neutrality is assumed in this matter and no technological changes happens. No external sector means that the country do not have any exports or imports. Country can able to produce only two goods. With available resources, country can actually produce different type of commodities. But while explaining the production possibility curve, we are assuming that country is able to produce only two goods. And the two goods are, the first one is cloth and the second one is wheat. Country will produce both the goods. Resources will be diverted for the production of two commodities. Of course, the composition may vary between these two commodities. There should not be any underutilization of resources in the sense that whatever the resources available in the country should be utilized completely, should be utilized optimally without any wastages. And lastly, no government taxes or impositions. After analyzing various assumptions on which the production possibility curve concept depends, now let us directly see what production possibility curve is. A production possibility curve or PPC is that which shows various combinations of two commodities or two goods which can be produced by a country with the available limited resources, keeping the technology constant in a particular period of time. Production possibility curve PPC, also sometimes called as production possibility frontier, that is PPF. In some other context, it is also known as production possibility boundary or PPB, or it is also known as the transformation curve. To understand the PPC, we are assuming that country is producing only two goods, that is cloth and wheat, as we explained in previous slide. Now let us see what is production possibility table. This production possibility table is also known as production possibility schedule. In the first column of the table, we are showing various production possibilities or various combinations of two goods. The possibilities are ranging from A to F. In the second column, we are showing the production of cloth in 1000 meters. In the third column, we are measuring wheat production in 1000 quintals, and in the last column we are showing the opportunity cost between two goods, that is cloth and wheat. The above table shows various production possibilities between wheat and cloth, and if all the given resources are employed to produce wheat alone, wheat only, then country can maximally produce 15,000 quintals of wheat with zero production of cloth. If the total resources are diversified for the production of wheat only, country can produce 15,000 quintals. That is the maximum capacity, production capacity of the country regarding wheat. So that is exactly happening with production possibility of A. And on the other hand, if all resources are allocated for the production of cloth alone, then country can maximally produce 5,000 meters of cloth with zero production of wheat. And in between these two, means between the point A and F, there are different type of production possibilities like B, C, D, E, where country is diverting its resources between the production of cloth and wheat. And in case of opportunity cost, you can say from A combination to B combination we are producing one additional cloth unit, and for that sake we are losing the production of wheat by one unit, hence the opportunity cost will become 1. And from B and C we are producing one more unit of cloth, and for that sake we are losing 2 units of production of wheat. So here the combination will become 1:1, then opportunity cost will be 1. In case of C combination, the opportunity cost will be 1:2, means that for the production of one additional unit of cloth we are foregoing 2 units of wheat production. That's why the opportunity cost in case of C will become 2. Between C and D, again for the one additional unit of cloth we are foregoing 3 units of wheat. So in this case the opportunity cost will be 1:3. Otherwise you can say the opportunity cost is just 3. And from D to E, for additional unit of cloth we are foregoing 4 additional units of wheat. That's why the combination is 1:4. The opportunity cost is 4 in this case. And lastly, in case of F, for the production of additional unit of 1 unit of cloth we are foregoing 5 units of wheat. That's why ratio will be 1:5 in this particular case. This is all about the production possibility table. Now let us explain the diagrammatic representation of production possibility curve. Here in this graph on x-axis we are measuring the production of cloth, and on y-axis we are measuring wheat production. In the diagram, AF is the production possibility curve, which is the combinations of production of two commodities. At point A we are producing 15 units of wheat with 0 unit of cloth, means that combination A consisted of only production of wheat and we are not at all producing the cloth. Opposite to that, at point F we can see country is producing 5 units of cloth with 0 production of wheat. That's why AF can be considered as the production possibility curve. And between these two extremes, different production possibilities are there, like B, C, D and E. In case of assumptions, we see that country has to produce two commodities rather than only one commodity. We are eliminating the chances of country choosing point A and even point F. So country is not going to choose A or F. The country at any cost has to choose either B, C, D or E combinations. If country is choosing B, C, means that it is producing more wheat and less cloth. If country is choosing point D or E, it means that country is producing more of cloth and it is not at all interested in producing wheat largely. And there is one more combination is there at point G, where country is producing 5 units of wheat and only 2 units of cloth. As this point lies much below than this production possibility curve, it indicates that country is not at all using its resources for the production of two commodities. Otherwise we can say that country is having underutilization of resources. Point G indicates underutilization of resources. It is also against the assumption of the law that the country has to use its total resources. So the possibility of G is also eliminated here. And lastly, country can choose combination H here, production possibility of H, but the production possibility curve doesn't allow the country to choose point H. It is much higher than the country's production capacity. So even H combination is also not offered by the country. So we are eliminating point A, point F, point G and point H. What left to the country now? Country can choose either B, C, D, E, where country is utilizing its resources and is producing only two commodities, that is cloth as well as wheat. Sometimes the production possibility curve may change, and the changes in the production possibility curve may happen in three ways with three reasons. Firstly, the production possibility curve changes its slope only. This change in the slope of the production possibility curve is possible with change in technology. Secondly, PPC may shift completely upward from the present position, and this may happen because of invention of new resources or finding new resources. The third possibility of changes in the production possibility curve where the PPC may shift downwards completely, and this downward shifting of production possibility curve may be because of government restrictions on the production of goods. Now let us discuss the changes in the production possibility curve in a diagrammatic representation. In this diagram we can see the initial production possibility curve is P naught and F naught, and whenever the technology changes in case of the production of cloth, now the production possibility curve changes its slope from P naught F naught to P naught F1. It means that whenever technology changes in case of cloth production, with the same resources, country is now able to produce more of cloth, keeping the production of wheat constant. That's why the production possible curve changes its slope from P naught F naught to P naught F1. This is called as the change in the slope of the production possibility curve. The second possibility is that the original P naught F naught PPC may shift completely upwards as P1 F2 due to the invention of new resources or invention of new sources of resources. Whenever more resources are available for the production, that resources can be directed for the production of both commodities. You can produce more of wheat than before, and even you can produce more of cloth than before. That's why in this case the original production possibility curve P naught F naught shift completely upwards as P1 F2. Thirdly, the P naught F naught production possibility curve may shift completely downwards as P2 F3, which is also called as downward shifting, and this happens due to the imposition of government on the production of both the commodities. Now because of this government impositions of restrictions, country is able to produce less of wheat and less of cloth. That's why this downward shifting of PPC happens. So in these three ways the PPC can change. The another important concept that is closely associated with the production possibility curve concept is the opportunity cost, sometimes called as marginal opportunity cost as well. This concept occupies important place or key role in various economic theories. The concept of opportunity cost was first developed by the Austrian economist Weiser. We know that wants are unlimited, wants are numerous, wants are infinite. And the means to satisfy these human wants are scarce. The resources are very limited. The resources are capable of alternative uses. So the resources can be used for different purposes even though they are very limited. Here in this case the problem of choice arises. As the resources are having alternative uses, the problem of choice arises. The process of choice always includes the opportunity cost. Wherever there is a scope of choice, the concept of opportunity cost takes place. And what is opportunity cost? The opportunity cost of anything is the alternative that has been foregone. Means that whenever resources are limited, if these resources are used for the production of first commodity, you have to forego the production of second commodity. The production of first commodity is at the cost of the production of second commodity. So this implies that one commodity can be produced only at the cost of foregoing the production of another commodity. This is the concept of opportunity cost, which is the essence of the production possibility curve analysis. It is said that opportunity cost between two commodities always increases, and this is the reason why the production possibility curve is of concave shape. Here in this diagram you can see PF is the production possibility curve, and this is completely concave to the origin. This happens because of increasing opportunity cost between cloth and wheat. Here you can see for additional unit of production of X commodity, we are foregoing or we are losing this much amount of production of Y commodity. And this is continuously increasing when you see the another instance where for additional unit of production of X commodity, this much of Y commodity we are foregoing. The foregoing of Y commodity is continuously increasing for every additional unit of production of X commodity. That's why you can say that the opportunity cost between two commodities always increases. There are three possibilities of the opportunity cost. First one is increasing opportunity cost, when the additional production of a good foregoes continuously increasing quantity of another good. That what exactly we explained in the previous slide. Then the PPC will be concave shape. The second possibility is that decreasing opportunity cost, when the additional production of a good continuously forego decreasing the quantity of another good, then the production possibility curve will have convex shape. And the third possibility is that opportunity cost may be constant, when the additional production of a good foregoes continuously constant quantity of another good. Means if you want to produce 1 unit of commodity, you have to forego the 1 unit of another commodity. So here we are foregoing the opportunity cost continuously. In this case the PPC may take a downward sloping straight line curve. So thank you very much for watching this video lesson on production possibility curve. Thank you.